Is Reanimal coming sooner than we think? Hello everyone, my name is It's Just Jordan and welcome to this video. And yes, it's kind of like a little update in regards to Reanimal. I do have some content coming covering Reanimal, especially with the new Future Game showcase and the interview they did, and of course some of the past interviews Dave Mervick recently did. So I have got a few videos coming in regards to that anyway, so if that piques your interest, make sure you hit subscribe, get notified when I do upload it. But today we are going to be talking about something very specific that came from this Future Game Showcase interview. So in the video, they interviewed two of the members of Tarzia, of course, Yoshka Potkin, sorry if I pronounced that really wrong, and Dave Mervick. And in the interview, of course, they described Reanimal, they talked a little bit about the setting, and of course, it showed us a little bit of behind the scenes, mainly some like small snippets of them working on Unreal Engine 5, which looks fantastic, by the way. I love the new UI in Unreal Engine 5. But we get to see a few behind-the-scenes shots and scenes. And, of course, we get to see something quite interesting with one of the co-workers, and it is the Jira program. Now, for those that don't know, Jira is like a Trello board, if you know of that. And it basically tracks progression and tasks and things like that. And in the image, we actually see that there is some information on screen that is quite interesting that they've decided to show us. Now, of course, I initially was streaming this and we decided to do a big like Photoshop, and we went in and enhanced the image. And, yeah, they're in beta. They're in beta. It's right there. Yeah, I'm solid on that. Hold me to it. Clip it. I don't care. We managed to find out a few little bits of information regarding it. So on the screen itself, it literally looks like it says Reanimal Beta and of course Monster Beta Sprint 3. Now, interestingly enough, we tried to decipher a load of this text and tried to enhance it as much as we could. We definitely made out some text, but it's very each to their own. It would have to be how you interpret it. But of course, we see even one of the titles, which is kind of strange but also really interesting. It's along the lines of Spirit Whale Quest. Now, I don't know if that's true. I could be spreading false information, so again, take it as you will. One thing I do see quite repeated in the gaming industry is often sometimes quests referring to like a side collection. So we know that from an interview that the Horror Game Awards, I'll put a link in the description, the interview they did with Dave Mervick, we know that Dave has actually highlighted, again, this is one thing I was going to talk about in a different video, we know that they've highlighted collectibles are something they have done, and there is something possibly in the game for this. And again, we often see the word quest associated with kind of collectibles. It's like a side quest. Now, I don't know how internally true that is, but again, I've seen things referencing code before, like quests, when it was really a collectible they were doing through the whole game in the current save state. Interestingly enough, if it is something to do with a whale and spirit, I wonder if it's to do with either one of the kids' forms, or if it's like a secret animal that's lurking in the sea, or like you know, somewhere like within the boats and all that jazz. One of the other things as well that I am going to ramble on a bit is we get to see a little bit of like the highlighted beta run for the sheep beast mud scene, I believe it was, or mud chase. And again, this is just a way to collect data and feedback from playtesters, and again, this is kind of telling big time. What I'm getting at is we are currently seeing a beta sheet document which has been reiterated a good few times. Now, of course, Monster Beta Sprint could directly link to a specific monster within Reanimal, and we definitely see there is a mention of the sheep beast and the chase of that. We also see a M1 or M4, so that either means map 1 or 4. Now, interestingly enough, we know the islands are split into 3 pieces, so whether this is actually a very big telling, or this is just me looking too far into it. And again, it could be M1 rather than M4. It's a bit of a hard one to tell, really, but we definitely can take something from it. Now, on top of that, I see basically what we're looking at here is a part of the game that is being tested for the third sort of rerun. It's gone through iterations a good few times, I'm guessing, and of course this is the documentation of that, and you know, this is what they're showing. But interesting to me, the beta sprint tag is usually used when a product or some kind of experience is coming right to the end, and it's the last sprint of testing they do before something. And I don't know about you, but when I look at this, I actually kind of assume that Reanimal could be coming a little bit earlier than we think. Now, yes, it's not going to come next week, of course. That's, yeah, let them cook, you know, let them cook. But I do feel that this is an indication, or a little bit of a wink and nod, that they are a little bit closer than we do think. I do think it's coming out in 2025 still, and I think this whole highlight of the beta sprint and things like that, I think it's shown to us on purpose to give us that little bit of hope, to give us that little bit of breadcrumb here, breadcrumb there, follow it. And I personally, I really do think that, again, the highlighted use of beta sprint, they are towards the end of this beta testing now. So we also know, again, I'll do a massive video talking about the actual news that we know about and some of the details. But one of the other things we do know is that after this interview type showcase gameplay overview, they did say that more news was coming soon. And again, how long is soon? We don't know. How long is a piece of string? So we are going to have to take that with a bit of salt, but there is intention there to show us something soon, and of course that could be at any point. But for me, it sounds like it's going to come a lot earlier than we thought. I did think that Reanimal was going to sort of come towards the end of the year 2025, but honestly, after seeing this gameplay overview and the way they are sort of like prepping the marketing and they're really going for it, I actually do think it's going to come a lot sooner. I reckon we're going to see it within the next sort of 6 months roughly, but who knows? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I just thought I'd make this real nice little video talking more about Reanimal, because of course we need more Reanimal in our life. Reanimal is something I'm super excited for, and I love looking for breadcrumbs like this. It entertains me. I was doing it on stream, and I don't know if I've got the clip, but we were like real zooming in, and we were real trying to decipher those words. But again, I don't want to sway your opinion on that too much. I would like for you just to take it at face value. I will, of course, edit the image a little bit and see if I can sharpen bits that I did like on the stream per se, like I did on the stream. So hopefully you can sort of get what I'm going at. But there are some really interesting text in that desktop screenshot. Wow. The shot of the co-worker working on the computer terminals and stuff. It is really interesting. But yeah, it's super interesting. I really do feel like we are going to get some big news soon. And hey ho, what? It's possible. It is actually possible that we could get a demo. Now, again, don't know if Little Nightmares 2 is anything to go off. We don't know if the demo is Bandai's idea or Tarsia's. If it is Tarsia's, we'll probably end up seeing a demo for Reanimal at some point, and that would be absolutely beautiful if we do. This could be the news that's coming soon. We don't know. But I am super excited. I would love to hear what you think in the comments below. Of course, hit subscribe, hit like, do all the usual stuff. I've got loads of Reanimal content coming now that we're getting some more information. And of course, there's lots of things they're hiding in the background. That's definite. I'm telling you now. I feel like they are hinting at something big time. But of course, with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a lovely morning, day, or night, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next Theory video. Bye!